Let me show you what we did inside of here.
Great, yep.
So the door panel design changed quite a bit. We just boarded it and started shaping it out, and both Jess and I at the same time was like, yeah, that's the ticket.
Yep, no, it is. Yeah.
When you stand outside the car and you look in, the interior stands out.
So Justin did a one-piece leather headliner in there, which
Yep.
was kind of a challenge for him because that roll cage is pushed up so high into those corners that it made it a little difficult for him.
Dave Kindig is one of the most respected figures in the automotive industry. As the brain behind Kindig-It Design, Dave turned his passion for cars into a career, building some of the most stunning rides ever seen on TV. But beyond the shop and the cameras, Dave's personal car collection reflects his style and deep passion for design. From rare classics to powerful hot rods, every car in his garage tells a story. Join us as we dive into Dave's multi-million-dollar car collection. When it comes to custom builds, Dave Kindig's 1953 Corvette takes things to a whole new level. This wild build started as a tribute to the very first Corvette, but what came out of Kindig-It's shop is something else entirely. Just so you know, the project stayed under wraps for over 4 years before making its public debut at the 2024 Detroit Autorama, where it won the prestigious Riddler Award. The inspiration for the build came from the original 1953 Corvette, which was Chevrolet's first sports car, and the 1954 Corvette Corvair concept. While it carried the Corvette DNA, almost every part of 12 Air is handmade. The body, hand-formed aluminum. The roofline, inspired by the 1954 Corvair concept, stretched into a proper fastback. Basically, the project is a full redesign with zero fiberglass in sight. However, the biggest jaw-dropper is the engine. The 12 Air is powered by a 9.5-liter V12 engine based on the LS platform, delivering around 650 horsepower. The transmission is a custom-mounted C7 Corvette 8-speed automatic transaxle. And the suspension? Think Formula One-style pushrod setup with horizontal coilovers at both ends. Like the other parts of the 12 Air, the wheels were custom designed by Kindig and made by EVOD Industries. The brake rotors are hidden inside the wheel hubs, which gives the car a clean look. Even the exhaust is custom, using a 3-2-1 header setup into a single stainless pipe with internal augers instead of traditional mufflers. The curvaceous body is sprayed in a unique color called infrared and is accented with sagebrushed. Now, this might not sound like a regular color because it is not, but it did help bring out the spark in the 12 Air. The complementing color combines a burgundy with shades of copper and even some brown depending on the lighting. For the interior, the 12 Air ticked all the boxes you could think of. Timeless craftsmanship? Checked. Classic vibes? Checked. Luxury that speaks for itself? Absolutely. The seats are wrapped in sienna leather, matched perfectly with a 3D printed dash and console. From the stretched body to the high-revving V12, 12 Air is pure art on wheels. It's the kind of car you stare at and still don't catch every detail at a glance. If hard work had a face, it might just be Dave's 1959 Buick Invicta. Longtime followers of Kindig-It Design would agree it stands as one of his most ambitious builds to date. The project took 18 months and demanded over 13,000 hours of hands-on work to bring to life. But it wasn't just time and effort that went into it. According to the video on his channel, the build cost an estimated $715,000 from start to finish. Every dollar, every hour, and every detail shows just how much was poured into making the car a true one-off masterpiece. While many know this beauty as the '59 Buick Invicta, others call it blue suede shoes. Either way, don't get the names mixed up. The nickname came from its custom blue paint, a custom mix that glows beautifully under any kind of light. Over to the gearhead stuff, the blue suede features a 6.2-liter LSA V8 engine, supercharged and tuned to deliver over 550 horsepower. The engine is matched with an automatic transmission that delivers smooth power while driving. Underneath, the entire frame of the car was replaced with a brand new custom-built chassis. The suspension was upgraded with modern parts that help the car stay steady and comfortable on the road. Inside, the car lives up to its name. The seats, doors, and panels are covered in rich blue suede and leather, stitched with care and designed to stand out. The details are clean, from the hand-cut patterns to the leather inserts that add a classy touch. The dashboard is simple but stylish, with easy-to-read digital gauges. And while you won't see any visible speakers, a full sound system is neatly built into the interior, providing audible sound without messing up the layout. When it comes to vintage custom builds, Dave's '65 Mustang sits up there with the other badass builds. Aside from requiring over 18 months of work, the car also underwent numerous changes. For the build, Dave and his team went beyond the basics, retouching nearly every panel. The front valance was redesigned. The bumper was tucked in so tight it looked like part of the body. The The hood was stretched, the rockers were extended, and the cowl panel was shortened to bring the whole front end closer to the ground. Fender flares were added to make room for massive wheels, and the rear got a custom spoiler and a hand-formed air diffuser. Under the hood, the Mustang features a 6.9-liter V8 engine built by John Cassi Racing. It's naturally aspirated, but don't let that fool you. This beast rolls out over 800 horsepower. The engine is mated to a 6-speed Tremec manual transmission that shifts clean and quick. Power goes through a roadster shop chassis with independent suspension in the front and rear. Away from the engine, the wheels on this beauty are B-forged 600s. They're 20 inches in the front and 21 in the back, wrapped in sticky Pirelli tires. And behind those wheels is a full performance braking setup that makes sure all that power stays under control. Inside, it's all custom. The interior is wrapped in black Hides leather, stitched and finished by JS Custom Interiors. Recaro seats hold you tight, whether you're cruising or gunning it down the highway. Also, the custom steering wheel gives a modern touch to the classic dash layout. It turns out that Dave wasn't exaggerating when he said there's nothing more badass than a car riddled with copper bullets. Stretching over 18 feet long, his 60 Caddy feels like a tuxedo on wheels. While the Caddy has all aesthetics boxes checked, it also is not found wanting under the hood. The Cadillac runs on a ZL1 all-aluminum 454 GM Performance Ram jet engine backed by a 4L80E automatic transmission. While that might sound a bit weird, it is a strong, modern setup that delivers smooth, controlled power. Inside the Caddy is a whole different level. The cabin feels like a private lounge, fitted with rich leather seats throughout. The audio system was fully upgraded, but everything still holds on to that classic Cadillac vibe. As usual, Dave managed to sneak in a few modern tech upgrades without altering the vintage feel of the car. On the outside, the paint job is the first thing that grabs attention. Not to exaggerate, but the finish is so polished it could rival most mirrors. Air suspension lets the car drop low for that show-stopping look, but it can also rise when needed, making it smooth over bumps. The custom wheels seal the deal. They're big, bold, and beautiful. Definitely a perfect match for the rest of the design. Up next in Dave's garage is the 1964 Ford Ranchero, one of those rare builds that blurs the line between muscle car and work truck. But in the hands of Dave Kindig and his team, it became something else entirely. With the Ranchero, the engine is what grabs your attention first. Sitting up front is a 600 cubic inch V8 from John Cassi Racing. But Dave didn't stop there. Twin turbochargers were added and mounted in the bed of the Ranchero, giving it a unique look and a massive performance boost. The setup makes close to 1,200 horsepower. That much power needs control, so the team used a 2-speed power glide transmission to handle the load. Underneath, the Ranchero rides on a fully custom chassis. A Mustang 2 front suspension keeps it tight in the corners, while a 4-link setup in the rear adds strength and balance. The ride height is managed by an AccuAir air suspension system, which lets the car sit low when parked and rise when it's time to drive. Inside, the Ranchero is just as impressive as it looks. The seats came from a late-model Mustang reworked and wrapped in caramel leather. A custom console runs through the middle, holding the controls and hiding a roll cage. The dash is clean and fitted with Dakota digital gauges. Although the Ranchero might have started life as a work truck, it now stands as a stylish piece of art. All thanks to Dave, who took something forgotten and turned it into something unforgettable. Aside from these classics, other notable mentions in Dave's garage are the 1937 Chevrolet Coupe, Kindig CF1 Roadster, 1969 Chevrolet Camaro RS, 1967 Dodge Coronet, and a 1952 Pontiac Mischief.